And thank you for your amazing input, Lisa, Carrie, Kate, and Cynthia. What I've been, because why am I thanking them? It's because I have asked them a question about the within us. We all hear the answer is within us, and I was when I was sleeping and I listened to my inner voice, you know, and it said that this is your message, this is your video, this is your creation, and you're trying to help people. And I was scared to do it because it's a different way of thinking. It's a different way of seeing things in new perspective. If we're going to change our life, and you know, I agree with a lot of things that have been that we heard of, and I do agree with them. I never, whatever your spiritual practice is, that is your spiritual practice. I never try to force that onto you. But a lot of people, in whatever is religious stuff, they force on to you. I'm not here to force on what what your spiritual practice is, but I'm here to invite you with an open mind because if it wasn't, think about all the great stuff that ever happened in humankind. It's for the love of the laptop, the creation of a flat screen TV, a things that surround us all the time is in the imagination of men, right? So I'm here to dispel the myth that we're under for the law of attraction, and this is a rant. So today I'll bring you an awareness that we must take it in for ourselves in order to really attract the life that we want, or to bring an of I hear them. I don't disregard and disrespect what people say. It is that I disagree some of the stuff that most people post and stuff like, for instance, this is your life. And I don't think that your life should be taken to chance. I did that already in the past. I took things to chance. So let's bring it out all the things that we must understand. So I'm gonna be reading them the question that I asked of them, and I thank you for their answer, amazing answer. And then this is by Kate, Mrs. Kate. She said, "There's something mysterious about the within and the without. When we recognize we need or we want something deeply within, it's often through someone or something else. Information usually works this way. The more I ask for understanding of the work I am stepping into, the more books I lead to. The without can mean that someone is showing up to remind you of what your souls already know. It might look like it's coming from outside of self. In a way it is, yet it is something you already hold within us as well, mysterious and interesting. I'm And yes, there's something we need to learn from others, and that's just fine. Too many spiritual concepts are oversimplified. There are some complex, quite complex, not necessarily difficult, just complex. Key. The This from Lisa. The answer is within. When we meditate on things, we receive our answer from the Great Spirit, guides, angel, past over loved ones, and the ancient one, etc. I guess it could be considered a download of sorts, or intuition, or tapping into higher self even. Does this make sense? When we sense ourselves is when we begin to understand that we already know so much and we just have to unlock it. And this came from Carrie. Answer. Ask yourself the question and listen what you feel and hear inside of you. That's simple. Cheers. You have inner. This is from Cynthia. You have inner knowing. It guides you. It animates you. It drives you. It's intuition. You just know. So I just read you. That is how, because we all hear this jargon. The answer is within, but it's just too simple. What does that mean? Today I will be answering and disputing and destroying the myth that we have forever. Let's go. Yeah. All right. So let's get this over with. The answer is within us. So let's the energy that surrounds us each and every day is within us and is also without us. That's too simple, right? Meaning that the thing that surrounds us is within them, but it's also without. That is the physical wall. It has the energy within, right? But it's without us, right? We have the ability to channel, well, people don't like channel, but we have the ability to release energy into the universe, right? And that is through the understanding of intuition. Now, the reason why I asked these ladies for the answer because I'm a guy, and most guys would deviate from their intuition. I don't deviate, but I've seen it a lot. Is that the most successful people use their intuition in guiding them to where they want to go. And for the interview, right? It is my dream to do an interview. I wrote that down. Once you write something down or whatever you do with your energy, it sinks into your subconscious and it releases the energy to, out the universe and it come back because it's the Ouroboros, right? We understand that. This is the Ouroboros where energy moves through form back into form, right? We transmute the idea that we have, whatever that idea, we transmute it into our own energy, and it come back to us in physical form. That's the manifestation. Now, the answers within, I come to realize the answers within. It is nature. It is us. It is who we are in the past lives. But so let's put it in this way. There's energy, yes. There's energy cannot create it, be nor destroyed, right? There's positive and negative energy surrounding us. We can feel a person energy. When you send out energy, it come back, right? We all understand that. Negative, positive, right? But there's the other side of life that I think that too many people take to the consider. This is your life. This is no one else's life. And I do not want to live the end of my life to see which is passed me by. Meaning, I'm not gonna take it up to chance. People in the law of attraction take it up to chance, saying if it's meant to be, it will be. But that's a myth. For instance, all the interview that I did wasn't left to chance. It wasn't, all the things that could have gone wrong, right? But I did it, I believe. But I didn't take it to chance. I took action. But I believe that it's going to happen. It's not it's not by the chances that come. It's because I was brave enough to do what most people would not dare do. And I'm scared. I faced my fear to ask the question, may you do an interview? And I did not left to chance. Too many people left their life to chance. So, like for instance, let's put it out there. Everything is energy. So I understand that I hear the why the imagination is unlimited, knowledge is limited. I understand. They're coming from a place of the right hemisphere of the brain, and they don't want to deal with the logical side, right? Right. That I can hear it. But we live in the physical world, and we need like I can understand that, but look all around us. What do we see? The desk, the table, the TV, the cell phone. That is the imagination unlimited. Until that imagination turned to form, then it would be useless. We all agree, right? That without the transformation of the physical, like we take the physical tangible action, then it wouldn't. Like for instance, if Steve Jobs would, let's say this. If Steve Jobs would take it to chance to make an iPhone, iPad, and say it'll happen, you gotta be patient. No, man. These entrepreneurs, these Steve Jobs, all these people, they never leave things to chance. They take the action necessary. That's what I believe. Like we should alchemy our life. So there is the truth within. That is understanding of us, the treasure within us. That is the subconscious. That's the animating force within us. But we have to do our part to do what is necessary to take our dream to make it happen. Nothing's gonna make it happen for you. Say, for instance, if I didn't do the interview, if I didn't follow up with the Jikundo master, Ron Baluki, then I don't think that would happen if I didn't follow up. If I didn't face my fear, because I did have fear when I reach out. When gave me his cell phone number, and I call him. I download an app, and I call him, and I pressed the end button by accident, and I got scared. No, that is the reason people think that I attracted it, but I have an idea. That's the imagination. That's who I want to interview. That's the imagination. And I pull that into my mind and I play with it. And then I take that idea and I turn it into form, meaning that I follow up, taking the action and closing the deal. That is which people don't tell you, that you need to understand the essence of the, yes, there's within you. That's the intuition that guides you. I know it does. See, there's intuition and law of attraction goes in hand. That is where you take the what you want and you plant it in the garden in the subconscious and you water it every single day. But you also have to move into action. You know, I feel like my experience. I feel like every time I take the action, things come to me. Every time I listen to my intuition and I take the intuition and take action on what is inspired, then it come to me via manifestation, right? But also the thing is people leave it to chance when it comes to improving relationship. It is not within you. When things that you want to do, like online marketing or learning Twitter or Instagram, YouTube, people, psychology, we I don't think that you would understand that everything could not be left to chance. For instance, if you would, and if you, it's like this: you read a book, but you imagine it. You read a law of attraction book, but you imagine your life how it's going to be 10 years, 5 years from now. But you never took the initial action because you were afraid to do what is necessary. I'm not going to leave my life to chance. This is my life. And I don't want to look back at the end of my life saying I was not brave enough to do what is necessary to live the way I wanted to. And most entrepreneurs know this. If they leave their business to chance, then they wouldn't make any revenues or sales, right? So most people are hoping, wishing instead of taking the action that they need. And today I want this is a rant because I am sick and tired of people believing the myth of a lot of things. What it is this. Most people who are into the law of attraction, they're closed-minded. Very so. And we humans should not be close-minded. It's like most people, it's almost like we say that we evolve, we have higher consciousness, and yet we don't let new information in because we either scared or we don't believe in that. It's like this. Most people are scared of astral projection, but it's true. I experience it, right? And for the love of, like, when it comes to the important thing aspect of your life, you should not let saying that if it's meant to be, then it will be, or whatever. This is your life. Do not let it meant to be, because no, I never let things to chance. If we so have the power within us, then why can't we create the life that we want? If we are the alchemists of our life, why do we think about it? Does an alchemist do? They take the action, they alchemy. So we must take the idea and alchemize it into our life. We must transform the note thing, the idea that is in the air, and we put it in the physical realm. Remember, we live in the physical, spiritual, mental realm. But the most successful people know that there is spiritual realm and mental realm. But also, the only reason why they're successful because they know that in order to create the life that they want, it is in the physical realm. But whatever that makes you happy, you do that. You pursue something that makes you happy, or you know that the answer is within you. But also, if it doesn't help you achieve your dream, I think it's about the answer within you and the answers without you. Because I come to realize that the answer is within you when it comes to achieving your dream. That is within you. It guides you to your dream. But also, when it comes to achieving your dream, you have to grow in person in your goal and to achieve that. Your goal is not to accumulate, but the goal is um, to grow. People they never face their fear. And I invite you to ask you, what the thing that holds you back, the myths and the lies that we believe in the law of attraction. I'm scared because, a lot of people believe in a lot of things that I don't believe in. But still yet I still get the results that I want. That's the interview. And most people say I would seek, but it's not about seeking, it's about helping other people to be brave enough, to inspire other people, to do what is necessary to live their dream as I live mine. And that would be unfair if I say, no, you don't have to do the work. You must do the work. You must put in the work. First of all, when we come into law of attraction, for some odd reason, we close off all the good ideas that could help inspire us. I believe that we're spiritual, but that does not mean that we are condescending to other people and say, I'm spiritual. And then, it's the same thing as religion, that they dumb down the information, like the Bible, the text. We know that all those powerful texts that has been removed in the Bible, right? But it's like we leave everything to chance, but we never use our thought process and mold it into reality that we want. And yes, I'm ranting because I'm tired and sick and tired of people like, why is it, if you think for a second, why is it that Bob Proctor, John Assaraf, or Ron Byrne, what are they doing too? They also have their online business. Online, they also do, Twitter, social. They know all the spiritual people who are successful, they use these tools. So be open-minded a little bit. People get too stuck. It's the same thing as martial arts or any other thing. Like, people are scared. They said that if you bring the flat screen, or I say this, the flat screen or the car that we have now into the past of like 1800, people think that it's witchcraft. It's the devil. So I feel like we should be more eclectic. And look, I'm not saying whatever, no, this is your spiritual path, this is your spiritual belief. I'm not trying to destroy it. What I'm trying to destroy is your life should not be left to chance. You are the cause of your problem. If you want things to change, you must change the ideas. That is within you. You must change. That's alchemation. And that's without, so the event. But also, it's about the seeking of knowledge to improve. And we must be brave enough that we need seek. And I feel like when we say the answer is all within us, then that means we close off all the good idea to help us to grow, to become a better parents, to become a better spouse, to become better as a human being, right? We close off all the ideas. And, let me tell you a story. It's the same thing as I thought me as a young guy when I was in my now I was 19. I thought I knew it all. It's the same thing as that the answer is all within us for if we want to do something great. I thought I knew everything. And I walked out. I graduated from boarding school. I had my ex, and we were with each other. And then everything, I was like, yes, how lucky I am. But everything falls. And I thought I knew everything. But it turned out I didn't know everything. It turned out that there's so much more to learn, right? That's why you see that every martial arts, every kung fu, the older they get, the more wisdom they understand, that they know that there's so much more to learn. Think about it. Bruce Lee, Jeet Kune Do. He he changed his system. He don't want to stay in the same form. He learned Wing Chun, but he didn't stay. He if I agree what excuse me, I agree with Ron Balicki. If Bruce Lee was alive today, he would change his system. His system is ever evolving. So why can't we evolve? Why can't we change? Why can't we do? Why are we afraid to change? We must understand that there's always more to improve the life that you have given. And now I understand that there are people who are right-brained. I'm right-brained to the degree, but I also need knowledge. I cannot seek within us. I don't have all the answer. I'm not that. When people hear me, when I, speak the truth, and because it takes years, about 5 years or six, to study diligently, applying what I know. And like I said, and a lot of people know what they know, but they don't apply what they know. They leave things to chance. So that's my rant today. Please don't let your life leave to chance. This is your life, okay? You care about your life. Please. That's my message, even if I'm afraid to say. Subscribe to my channel, like my video, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.